Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play of Trials of Cold Steel 2. This is Wishblend reporting in. So, yeah, both my lady and the rest of the household are beside themselves with worry at the moment. The master is still away too, so I should return home early today for their sake. There's still a number of things I wanted to purchase, but alas, okay, out your way then. Hey William. Oh, which one do I want? Hey William, never pictured you as a bookstore lover. Oh sorry, bookstore type. My apologies. What are you looking for? Oh no, I just want a good book for making sweet stuff. After all our hard work, I thought it'd be nice to make it a treat for everyone. Well, that's really thoughtful of you. I'm sure the others would be thrilled. It's kind of surprising to hear that she saw this out of the blue too. Just you wait. You guys are lovely, whatever it is. No promises, I won't eat it all up before I get a chance to try it, okay? It might be too delicious to resist. Thoughtful as she's been, I'm kind of nervous about letting her cook on her own. Yeah. What do you say to letting me be your sauce chef on this one? If you want, but I get to order you around, and you can't get them away or you will suffer the consequences. Deal? You got it. No idea where that confidence is coming from, but now I can make sure she doesn't blow up anything. We should probably start by deciding what we want to make first. After some deliberation, the two settled on making an apple tart. They made a quick supply stop at the store in Berryhard and then headed to the creator's kitchen, rolled up the sleeves and got to work. Yeah! Careful, William. Look, this is how you're supposed to hold it, see? Why are you always crumping my style? Cooking's all about heart, and I've got tons for that. Right, you're gonna stab me in the heart if you don't stop brandishing that kitchen knife like a deadly weapon. My arm's going dead. Can I stop whisking this now? Sure, if you don't want it to rise properly in the oven. Come on, stop whining and concentrate. And no tasting until it's done. Oh, fine. Fine. Full speed whisking ahead. Great, now we just need to wait for it to cool. Oh, I'm so excited. Is it ready yet? It's been less than a minute. Watching over and supporting me proved to be no small task. Thankfully, the apple tart was successfully completed. Hey, we're finally done. Look how nice it looks. It's really magical what can happen when you don't use salt instead of sugar. Why do you have to ruin the moment by bringing that up? Still, thanks for all the help. You're welcome, it was fun. This idea kind of came out of left field though. When I think of you, I think of destruction, not creation. Any particular reason you decided to make something for a change? I don't know. I just feel kind of something. Like, it's hard to describe, but I've got this weird tightness in my chest that won't go away. I think it first showed up when I saw what happened in Celtic. It's got me all restless. I always feel like I've got to do something. It doesn't matter what, as long as I do it. I was hoping the film would go away when we fought Duke Alberea, but that didn't happen. If anything, Jesus having to arrest us out Dad only made things worse. Any idea what I've got, Dr. Bean? I know exactly what you've got, and it's not anything unusual. It's called sadness. Everyone feels it sometimes, but I guess this might be the first time you have. So, that's what this is. Neato. I had no idea, I'd never felt like this before. It's kind of out of character for me though. Personally, I think this might actually be a good thing. It's a sign that you're growing and maturing. As a person, I mean, not as an intelligent agent. I'm growing? Sad things happen, it's a fact of life. But it's by overcoming these things and moving past them that we can grow as people. So don't be ashamed if you're feeling there's no reason to hide it if you're sad. You're matter too much to do that yourself. You really think so? Okay. I'm still not totally sure how to deal with it, how I'm feeling right now. But thanks for talking to me about it. The sad conversation complete, Rena and Milliam put the finished apple tart in the fridge to share with the rest of their friends later. Afterwards, they both left Courageous and returned to Briarheart. Yeah, I need to get them all up to level 6 and one at level 7. 7 should be no problem, that'll be Elisa. And I got with the general combat. Jesus' speaks and actions have me thinking. If my father stepped from the path of righteousness, would I better do the same thing Jesus did? Would you? I don't even want to think about it. It could have been easy for him, of course. It'd take a lot of strength to stand up to your father like that. But I'm sure having your support is helping him make it through. He might not say it, but I think he appreciates us being here. You might be right. Aside from our support helping him, he's so full of himself that he's bound to recover once his ego reinflates itself. And on that note, I have shopping to do. One not to show too much compassion would be Marcus. What could he be here to buy though? What are you here to buy anyway? Flowers for some special occasion? That's one way to put it. Actually, while you're here, mind helping me choose? I think it'll make him happier if you did. Together, Rena and Macias made their choice and walked to the North Cruising Highway. This is Bridge, right? It's a reason you bought that bouquet, Marcus. It's my way of paying my respects. The lake flows towards Saldick, so I guess here will do. It's for the market manager, isn't it? Well, yes. I owe him a lot after all. It's because of him that we were able to avoid being noticed by the official army during our time in Saldick. I don't think Class 7 would ever have been reunited if it wasn't for his help. It's frustrating knowing that we'd never be able to pay him back. This is the least I can do for him. Macias. It was the anniversary of my cousin's death the other day too, but I wasn't able to visit her grave. I couldn't know with how things are at the moment, but it's the least I can do for her too. Oh, what's it? What exactly are you planning to do with the bouquet? Guys told me about the North way of paying respects to the dead that I wanted to try. They say that by sending the bouquet down a river, your feelings will reach those that have departed. This is my way of swearing an oath to both of them. That we'll make it through this war no matter what. And that we'll work together to turn in Erebonia into a country where the innocent have no need to suffer anymore. If only. Changing an entire country sounds impossible, but you know what, Macias? Part of me feels like we could pull it off. If we can make it through this, there's no limit to what we can do, to what we can change. You really think so? I'm glad you feel the same way as I do. I'm sure your cousin and the market manager are watching over us too, so let's make sure not to disappoint them. Hey, I wouldn't dream of it. Watch me, you two. Watch Class 7 with Class 7 by my side. I'll make sure to fulfill this vow I've given. They stood in respectful silence as I watched a bank of greys float into the distance. Once it was completely out of view, they walked back to Brayhard. Oh, that's a nice big jump. Anyone else in here? I think that's everything. Hello, Present Tower. Tower? Is something wrong? Oh, no, it's nothing. I was just thinking about Brayhard finally being freed from the Duke's clutches and ending up spaced out. You know how when you finish something you're really nervous about and all exhaustion washes over you at once? That's what I'm going through, but don't worry about me. I'll be back on the ship by the time everyone else is. The more she tells me not to worry, the more worried I get. I wonder if she needs someone to talk to. Mind if I sit with you for a while? It's a really nice breeze here, so I figured it might be a good spot to relax. Oh? Sure, go ahead. I don't want to sound pushy here, but, well, if you have something on your mind, Tower, I'll be more than willing to listen. Huh? I realise that I might not be able to offer any real help, but you've done so much for everyone and me personally, both at Thor's and on the Courageous. That's why I want to do whatever I can for you in return. That's really sweet of you, Reen. Thanks. To tell the truth, I'm not really sure if I'm the best fit to be the Courageous as captain anymore. Part of me wishes I declined back when Viscount Azure asked me. Can I ask why? Well, we managed to set Brayhard free and have Duke Erebonia arrested, right? But when you think about it, that won't do much to ease the pain for those in Saldic. It won't bring back those that we've lost either. It's not just that. Think back to when Fiona was taken hostage, or what happened with Angie. In the end, I just stood there uselessly waiting for you guys to solve everything. All while having the Courageous at our disposal too. That's why I can't help but wonder what a more capable captain would have been able to accomplish. Have you been bottling this stuff up all this time? Sorry for unloading on you. I promised myself I'd become a much stronger person, and yet here I am fretting over every little thing. I'm really not suited to be a captain at all, am I? Phew. Thanks for getting back from me, but still, trust me when I say that you always could be further from the truth. I can't think of a single person more suited to be our captain than you. But, Breen, in the end, we're still students. We don't have the kind of experience Prince Oliver and Viscount Azure do. There's no way anyone expects you to be able to do what they can do. But despite that, you took it upon yourself to accept such a critical position from Viscount Azai's place, and doing everything you can to fulfill that role, even when you're just a student. Seeing you work like that is what's inspired all of us, you know. We wouldn't be the same team without you. But that's not true. Huh? I'm certain that everything we've done so far is bringing us one step closer to taking back our school. Accomplishing that will probably be our biggest challenge yet though. And that's exactly why we need you. Having you alongside us is the greatest motivation we could ever ask for. Of course, we have no intention of letting this be one-sided. We will be there for you as much as you are for us. You mean it, Rain? Boy, you're awfully convincing, huh? You're right, we should be using our worries as a means to better ourselves, shouldn't we? Sorry, taking a quick swig of squash. I'm such a dummy for forgetting something as simple as that. Hey, we all have our moments. I won't be long now until we can finally take thoughts back. We've got to go all out and make it a reality, right? Right. Almost level 5. Almost. Okay. There you are, sleeping away. Well, I guess everything worked out for the best back there. Even if the society plans are still a big scary blank right now, I try not to think about it. The important thing is, we brought a little more peace to Brayhard. I just hope that the Duke of Scarlet shows some signs of repentance. Speaking of which, I was surprised at the way you saved that terrorist. You're probably the first person ever to use their knight like that. There's something impressive about you, Rain. Come again? Cough, you heard nothing. Oh, silly. It's Laura. I wonder where Laura's going out to the canyon alone. I know she can handle herself just fine, but still. I've got some time on my hands. Let's go check on her. Laura? She's swimming in the river, isn't she? Laura, hey, are you alright? Why would you jump in there when it's this cold out? Oh, I see you come along too, eh? There's no need of concern, it's cold but refreshing. She seems like she's okay. She's standing up, that's Shallow River. I know she used to winter swimming, but we're at the coldest part of the year right now. Did she want to clear her head or something? I raised this question of what could be troubling her. Laura finally came ashore after spending a little more time in the water. Realising she would be freezing, we made sure to have a towel ready for her. My apologies. Perhaps it was a bit too much trying my hand at swimming during this time of year. It really was. If something's up, I know you're fond of swimming, but doing something like this out of the blue isn't like you. I thought that was a wind I heard. See? Sorry, but you're going to have to let me dry your hair off at least. Very well then. Bit red there, Laura. Having dried her hair, I'll bring left order, finish drying off otherwise, and get changed. In the meantime, he heads back in town to grab something warm to drink. Thank you for your consideration, Reen. I've warmed up plenty now. See, it was worth me fussing over you. Want to head back to the Courageous? You could catch a cold if you stay out here. No need, I'm fine. As you know, I'm used to this. I'd like to apologise for worrying you, however. Well, I wasn't too worried. It's you we're talking about. So, did you bring that swimsuit from Thor's or something? Yes, actually I found it in my luggage after leaving. I used it often during the time Emma and I spent in the ground too. It sounds funny when I say it out loud, but swimming has always been a way for me to wash away my concerns and hesitations. Of course, Emma had a similar reaction to yours whenever I did. It's not funny at all, really. I get what you mean. As a noble, I find myself thinking a lot about what happens here in this province. It is true that what Duke Erebonia did to Zaldic was beyond unforgivable. However, one could also argue that he never would have employed such tactics if war had never broken out. It's clear that his position in both the four great houses and on the noble lines is what drove his actions. You may have a point. There's no guarantee that any other noble wouldn't have ended up doing the same. What's funnier is that what you said is that I'm technically a noble too, but I've never even thought of things like that before. Still, we have a long way to go. Not just in the swordsmanship either. It doesn't benefit us to single-mindedly dedicate ourselves purely to that. Still, I feel that if we're able to make it through this, we will be so much stronger thanks to the experience. I want to rise above every challenge life throws my way, both as a swordsman and a noble. Naturally, that involves trusting in others rather than attempting to deal with those challenges alone. Perhaps you're an ideal partner to keep me in check, Green. Laura? I didn't mean anything special by that, mind you. Phew, dodged one there. It's just that since you also happen to be a swordsman, we should strive to motivate each other. I'm curious to see where we can go from here. There are many incredible warriors taking part in this war, but together, I believe we can catch up to them. And just maybe we'll be able to reach the strength of the lance maiden herself. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing just how far our swordsmanship will take us. The two talked for a while longer before deciding to walk back into town. Okay, that leaves Emma and Jesus. Okie dokie. There's actually dessert that goes perfectly well with our espresso. Khalid's a big fan of them. She claims that one plate will fill you with bliss. Why don't you try it for yourself? I just finished reading the latest volume of this particular series. Hopefully the next one comes out soon. Would you like to give it a read? I'm sure you'll see right away why it's so popular. Chapter 12. What a peaceful place. It was during our field study, of course, but it's still nice to see that it's still the case. This piece could have been a recent development though. These past few weeks might not have been so kind. There certainly have been kind to users. There's not much we can do now except rest and recover. And we need it. It does seem like a nice enough place to rest, to be honest. Would you mind if I sit with you for a while? Not to steal your idea or anything, but it does seem like a nice spot to take a break. I certainly thought so. Please, make yourself comfortable. It's nice and quiet here. Not too cold either. Don't think I'll be able to sit back and relax like this in a long time. My eyes feel so heavy. Must be more tired than I thought. Hey? Looks like he fell asleep. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. He must be exhausted after Azure's fall. In that case... I must have fallen asleep. Oh, on something nice and comfy no less. Okay. We didn't fall asleep like that. Hello there, sleepyhead. Emma? Whoa! Emma? Why was I on your lap? Did you sleep well? Best sleep in my... Don't change the subject. Well, let me apologise. I really didn't expect to end up sleeping on your lap like that. Personally, I think she pulled you down onto her lap. I'm the one who put you there in the first place, so I don't need to think about apologising. I knew it. I couldn't leave you to sleep on a cold hard bench after all. One of my duties as a witch is to support you. Just think of this as another form of support. That's kind of a stretch. I would appreciate if you let me do this much for you at least. It's all thanks to both you and Valimir that very hard to regain peace. In fact, I believe we've managed to come as far as we have thanks to your efforts. I don't know about that, Emma. You're forgetting I had all of you. I've been able to push myself through all this only thanks to the people who chose to stick by me. Besides, I never would have come across Valimir in the first place if it weren't for your guidance. You think that much of us, Reen? Well, yeah, we've still got a long road ahead of us, right? Well, that road will eventually lead us to Crow and Vita. So sorry, but you're still stuck with us, Emma. We need your support now more than ever. I can live with that. I do everything in my power to help, both as your friend and as your class president. So this place never ceases to amaze me. Both the Duke and Scarlet are being held here, I think. Wow. That is nice.
Damn, this is incredible. It's not as grand as Valflame Palace, but I doubt you'll find many mansions this fancy. The Duke's residence is certainly befitting of his status.
You came after all, Reed.
Yeah, I was kinda hesitant to come and visit in case I got in your way, though.
No, it's fine. Everything is largely settled here now. I will leave the rest to you, then.
As you wish. Leave everything to us. And we will strive and make things as comfortable for your father as possible.
You have my thanks.
He's Captain Claire's adjutant, isn't he?
Indeed, and quite a skilled one at that. He and his men will be managing the mansion together while keeping my father in custody. At least until the war comes to an end.
Oh, right.
There's no need to look so glum. He deserves to answer for his crimes much like others. He should be grateful he hasn't been handcuffed and thrown in a cell.
I guess that's one way of looking at it. Oh, yeah, Scarlet's here too, right?
She's currently receiving treatment in the annex. She remains bedridden, but her life is in no real danger, or so I hear.
That's good.
If you'd like to speak with her, you should go and pay her a visit. Meanwhile, I'll be going to my room to get ready for departure. If you need anything at all, feel free to come by and see me.
Thanks, Eustace. Will do. Wait a sec. Where is his room anyway? I don't know where the Annex Scarlet's in is either. I guess I'll have to ask someone.
This person will do, I guess. Good day to you. Please leave everything here in our hands. It's Grace's commanding mansion, but he's permitted a degree of freedom within its walls. Rest assured that terrorists are being treated with care as well. Oh hello, are you looking for Lady Scarlet's room? It's quite far down the corridor on the annex's first floor. Thanks, how do I get the annex though? Oh my apologies, turn left here and make your way out into the courtyard. There's a path on the right side of the fountain which you will follow. I think I know somewhere to go now, and it's going to be a really long walk. So that's the story. That must mean over here. Or probably yeah. Copy car magazine, Imperial car. Many models there. This colour might actually work on the bike, if you think of it. So we've got windy colouring. Okay. The RP should be able to take care of the mansion for the time being. Perhaps there's a chance for me to take one of the horses out for a final ride before I leave. Sounds like kind of fun actually. Mind if I join you, Jesus? I haven't seen any of your family's horses since that race we had. Oh, well, that gives me an idea in fact. Come with me. Where? Me and board one of the horses from the Erebonia mansion while Jesus rode another. Together set up on horseback towards Azure's canyon with Jesus taking the lead. I recognise this place. This is where we had our job before, isn't it? Why do you come out here? He wants another fight. Draw your sword, Reen. I'd like to request another duel with you. Jesus. Do you remember what you told me during our field study here? You claimed that there was something honest about the way I fought, and that it was because I learned my swordsmanship from someone I trusted. I did, didn't I? My trust in my brother has not faltered. However, because of that trust, I fear that when the time comes to fight him, my sword will be hindered by hesitation. I dread the day that I will have to turn my blade upon my own brother. I'm not proud of it, but that's how it is. I'm going to hand it by you, Jesus. Anyone in your position will feel that way. Perhaps, but that's why I'd like to face off with you, Reen. Whether I win or lose, I believe our duel will allow me to cast away my doubts, and through that I should be able to better trust in my own convictions, regardless of who I face. I realise that this is a somewhat selfish request, but please, this is important to me. Am I even allowed to say no after that speech? It's not often you ask for favours like this either, so sure, let's go. Just now, I won't be holding back. Hit me with all you've got. With pleasure. Really Jesus begin their duel, putting all their strength into battle. They cleared the heads of all distractions that focus purely on trying to be the victor. With that, the fight continued on until I don't think I can move unless I'm muscle. Neither can I. Even in real battles, it's not often that I fight to the point of exhaustion. I think it's because we read each other so well that we'll be able to fight like this point really. Granted, I could see Masako and Fiscan Ashraid keeping up a whole day without getting tired or bored. We're not them, but I still think we did pretty well for a couple of teenagers. Agreed, it was fun in our own strange way. Thank you, Reen. I feel as though I can now go forward and fight with that same honesty yet again. I may have been taught by Rufus, but it was Class 7 who helped me to further develop my skills. No need to thank me, I'm just glad you were honest with me and asked. That was beyond awful. Afterwards, they somehow managed to sum up the energy to get on the horses and return to Freyhard. Okay. Okay everyone, that's it for the bonding event. The next one would be the main story through that door behind me. So I'm going to bring this episode to a close. Please hit a like, drop any comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Laters.